What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Season 9 of NHL 21 Toronto Maple Leafs Franchise Mode Series. If you guys missed the last episode, you probably aren't in for a surprise if you've been watching any of these, but again, we are Stanley Cup champions. You can see we won 4 of the last 5 Stanley Cups, I believe 5 of the last 7. It's absolutely ridiculous to this point. I was actually looking at my head coach who we've had since the beginning, which of course means we've had him for 8 seasons, and in that time, he's won 5 Stanley Cups and 3 President's Trophies. So if you break that down, basically it means we're either winning the Stanley Cup or the President's Trophy every single season. So basically we're either the playoff champion or the regular season champion every year, which is pretty ridiculous. Now if you did miss the last episode, something really cool I gotta show you. John Tavares, former captain, is now the associate coach of this team, and Sidney Crosby is the assistant coach. I thought that was really cool. Both guys actually retired at the same time. They became coaches. I figured I had to have them. So obviously with Tavares retiring, we have a new captain on this team, and it is of course Matthews wearing the C. Marner's wearing an A, as well as Morgan Riley. It was between Matthews and Riley for me. Riley's obviously been on the team a bit longer, but I feel like Matthews is definitely like the leader and the face of this team. Now, for the Lions guys, I've actually switched it up a bit since the end of the last episode. I figured out I could put Matthews on the first line with Patrick and Marner, still get a +3. So literally our 3 best players, all 3 guys are 90+. They're playing like 95, 93, 95. Hopefully they tear it up. Matthews I have on the wing as he's a sniper, a bit better shot than Patrick. Patrick's also got a bit better defensive stats and strength stats, or I should say physical, which I think is pretty big for a center. Now Nylander's actually moved to the middle here, as he's got decent face-offs, 82. He can play center in real life. In game it says right wing / left wing, but he has played center before, so we've got Amirov on his one wing, Madsen, who we traded for, on his right wing, left-handed shot, 99 wrist shot. Like, I can't wait to see how many goals this guy gets. Hall, Hurdle, Jones there, the third line, also getting a +3. I just noticed Madsen, Nylander, Amirov get a +1. I swear it was okay. When Nylander's, oh, it's glitched. It's doing this thing. All right, so I backed out and went back in. It shows +3. Hopefully it stays that way, but like I said, I want to try that first line with the 90+s. Jones, Hurdle, Hall get a +3. Lysell, Lapierre, and Rosa get a +1. Defensively, we actually have Heiskanen now on the team, playing with Luke Hughes on that top pair. McAvoy, Riley, Miller, and Cole Hymanen. Goaltending wise, we got Bennett as the starter and Chushkin backing him up. So the goalies aren't as good, but the team in front of them I think is pretty nasty. Power play, both get a +3. That first one there, Marner, Patrick, Matthews, Hughes, and Nylander, is ridiculous. Second one's also pretty solid, especially with that +3. The PK, 0-0, 3-man 0-0. Really can't ask for much more than that. In regards to the AHL team, we have an 80 in Bourgault, Seth Jarvis, of course. Captain, clutch. You guys definitely have to watch the playoffs. The last one, Dawson Mercer, there's also an 80. So if we make any like 2-for-1 trades, we can call either of those guys up. Defensively, the top pair gets a +3. Goaltending wise, Pittis is the starter, he's an 82. So AHL team should be good. We actually won both the Stanley Cup and the Calder Cup last season. I'd love to do that again. So I'll show you guys offense, defense, and goaltending ratings here. Then we'll get started with this sim. Again, this team is about as good as you could ask for. Like 5 cups, 3 President's Trophies. It's insane. We got Tavares and Crosby now behind the bench. And as you can see here, 99 offense, 94 defense, 85 goaltending. Not too bad at all. Also, guys, someone's asking to see Tavares and Crosby as coaches. So here you go, Tavares standing on the bench in his suit as a coach. Pretty funny how last year he was sitting down wearing the C. Pretty quick change for him. Unfortunately, you can see our head coach there in the middle. Kind of looks like an evil guy. Kind of like that big brain dude from some like Pixar movie or whatever. That head is huge. Unfortunately, Crosby, I don't know. He's the assistant coach. I guess he doesn't get to go on the bench as the other team as well. Just has the head coach, associate coach, and then like a trainer. So we can't see Crosby, but like I said, very cool to see Tavares now as a coach. All right, guys, we're now at the end of December here with a 23-15 record. Honestly, expected to be doing a little bit better than this. I think we started the season out like 6-0. Unfortunately, 4 straight losses here. Carolina, Tampa, Florida, New Jersey did not help us out, but we still are in a playoff spot. Look to be 3rd there in the Atlantic Division behind the Lightning and the Panthers. Mitch Marner, 45 points, 38 games. So again, over a point per game pace for him. I'm sure that top line's performing quite well, all 90+, all getting that +3 bonus. So I can't be too upset with the team, but usually, you know, we are competing for the President's Trophy. So hopefully we can start playing a little bit better. And we're at the trade deadline here, guys. A record of 38-22-1. I think we're still 3rd there in the Atlantic Division, so that's all right. I mean, we don't have to win the President's Trophy. I'm fine with the Stanley Cup again. Panthers and Canadiens now above us. Matthews is the leading scorer, 60 points in 61 games. So we'll get to the deadline here. I think we have maybe a mil or 2 in cap space. Of course, we're being a buyer, 2 years left. Might as well kind of go for it all here. We'll look at the trade deadline top players. We usually add like somebody from the top 10. Ken Johnson there, 91 overall, 11.2 million max value. Lucas Raymond, Bo Horvat, Joel Farabee, Oliver Wahlstrom, Shane Bowers got to an 88. Geez. Nick Suzuki, Joe Velino, Konechny, Velarde. Okay, all these guys have a little bit too much value for me because we have to give up something crazy to get them. And our team, we have all the chemistry we kind of want. Really, all we could add is like a better bottom pair D-man. Right now we have Miller's an 81, and the other guy whose name I honestly forgot to 79. So I'll try and find a bottom pair defenseman for us. We've got 800K to work with, but of course the deadline it means you have a bit more than that. So we'll see what's out there. And next year, guys, we're trying to trade the Chicago Blackhawks for this Downing guy. He makes 2.4 million, had them retaining 50%. 24 years old, 81 overall, solid defenseman, I think, to be in our bottom pair. He can still grow. He's got the medium top 4. Not too high value, offering them a second and a third. We'll see what they say to that. Trades rejected. Next year, guys, trying to trade the Bruins for Vakanainen, 83 overall, 30 years old. He's making almost 5 million, had them retaining 50%, so his salary is only 2.4. We also get him next year, offering a first-round pick. Hopefully, it's 31. The value's a bit on our side, but we'll have to do that so they retain 50%. Trades rejected. Now, Arizona has that Goddard guy I want. 25 years old, 80 overall, make 800K for 2 more years. I'm going to try and quickly make a trade. I'm thinking third rounder next year. Let's just try second rounder in a few years for him. Trades rejected. Add a third rounder next year. We got 5 minutes left. Trades accepted. Okay, so at least we have 2 80s on the bottom pair. You guys can see I was trying hard to make a defensive trade happen. I was looking all around, but the limited salary we had, and obviously all of our biggest value players are on the team now. We don't really have any prospects left. It was quite tough. So let's see. Pajot goes to Minnesota. St. Louis gets Nick Merkley. Tampa Bay gets William Karlsson. Yolevi goes back to Vancouver with Gusev. Cam York to Minnesota. I was actually trying to make a Cam York trade, and as that was happening, Minnesota got him. Peyton Krebs goes to St. Louis, obviously former player of ours. Nick Suzuki and Ryan Poehling reunited on Dallas. Brendan Gallagher's on Minnesota. Josh Norris on St. Louis. Bray Bollet there on Winnipeg. Nashville's kind of stocking up. They got Konechny and Bjorkstrand there from Philly for 2 first-round picks. Pretty steep price. Dvorak there goes to Ottawa. Velarde now on the Sharks, so he's staying in Cali. After making that trade, guys, I'm going to give you an updated look at the lines. You'll see that the second line's back to showing +1. I backed out, came back in. It's still doing that, so I think we actually got screwed by Ye here. As like I said, it's glitching. It shows +3, then +1. So what I'm actually going to do is do this. So I'm actually going to go back to the original lines, the Mira, Matthews, and Nylander on the second line. As that one never glitched, it shows +3. We'll see what happens, because we're doing good, but I think we could be doing even better. Plus Madsen, 26 goals right now, 99 shot, plays first line with Marner. I think he could go off. Special teams wise, I think they're all the same. But Goddard, who we traded for, is on the bottom pair. You can see he's 25, medium top 4, 800K for the next 2 years. Quite cheap. So hopefully he can kind of continue to grow there. But again, very small move. I think, the core of this team is good to go. Really, it's just going to come down to how lucky we get in the playoffs in. And so at the end of the season, guys, we finished the record of 55, 25, and 2. After the trade deadline, we actually played really well. You can see we finished with, what is that, a 4, 7, 10 game win streak. And before that one loss, we were on a 6 game win streak. So I think we should have, just kept with those lines. Again, though, I thought we could put Max in the first line, get the same chemistry. Why not go for it? 112 points. I thought we won the Presidents, 3 shy there, the Predators. So maybe if we went with the regular lines from the beginning, we would have won it. Matthews, though, still finished with 96 points in 82 games, 44 goals, and 52 assists. Pretty nice season for him. I'm very curious how that Madsen guy finished out. Marner, 93 silver point per game, same with Nylander. Even Amirov, Luke Hughes, 72. So good for defensemen. Nolan Patrick, 66. Madsen at 58 with 38 goals. Cannot complain. Thomas Hertl there, 52 as a third line center. Not too bad. Max Jones, 43. He's supposed to be playing like an 87. I don't know about that. McFoy, Riley, both been 30s. LaPierre, 34. Fourth line center. That's honestly pretty good. I think he might be on like one of the PKs as well. Fabian Lysell, I don't really know what's going on with him. 83 overall. His hands aren't great. Powerful shot. He's fast. I don't know. Like, he's making $1 million, which is fine for a fourth liner, but he definitely should have grown more. We traded for him when he was already kind of messed up. So goaltending wise, Bonnet, 37 wins, .886 and a 3.2. Okay, so that's neither of our goalies at a .9. 84-83. So we definitely need a better goalie for next year. I think that's a big reason why. I mean, 3 shy of the President's Trophy, and we didn't even get 900 goaltending. I think that shows just how good our team is, but maybe I should have honestly looked for a goalie at the deadline. That's my bad. AHL team, let's take a quick look. Borgo, 57 points. He's an 80. Rachunik, 22-74. 51 points, not too bad. Mercer, 50. Take a look at the 82 overall goalie in the AHL. Even he didn't have a 900 save percentage. It's this Walter guy who did. So strange. Okay, so yeah, definitely, I don't know. Have to trade at least one of those goalies. Entire league here, let's see. Dansk again, 121. Lindgren, 111. Couple made up guys. Hughes, Peterson, Besser, Caulfield at 66 goals. Kent Johnson, Alexander Holtz, Tarasenko, 37 years old, still has 50 goals. Caulfield there, wins the Maurice Richard. I'll check defenseman here. Quinn Hughes, 94 points. Luke Hughes, 72. So, I mean, that's pretty crazy. The 2 brothers are the defensive scoring leaders, and then Jack Hughes is 3rd in scoring overall. So the Hughes are kind of taking over the NHL right now. Rookie Scares guy, 68 points, not too bad. Take a look at the standings next. Of course, we know we got 2nd in the entire league, but see, you got last. Did we have the most goals for? We did not. Nashville, 16 more than us. Okay, usually we're winning that. 7 teams there, the 100 plus points. Honestly, the regular season, it'd be nice to, oh my gosh, Boston. Oh no, okay, so there's a game left. They haven't clinched, but I don't think, every team below them is Western. Are they not making it in? Wow. That sucks for Boston. 94 points, 13th in the NHL, and they're not making the playoffs. Yeah, I feel bad for them, but what are you going to do? Like I was saying, I want to see last place in the league. Who's it going to be? Detroit Red Wings. We're back to last again, 60 points. Are you kidding me? So I'll see what matched up here with in the playoffs. Like I was mentioning, really don't care at the end of the day how we do the regular season as long as we make the playoffs. As the big, thing we're playing for here is the Stanley Cup. We won 5 so far. Can we win a 6th? And we have the Tampa Bay Lightning. We matched up with them a good amount of times in these playoffs. Usually, we're coming out ahead. Let's see if we can continue that here. So they got this Finnerty guy playing with Sorelli, who's a 90. Kucherov still a 94, 35. Point there. Miller back in the team. That's right. Landeskog. Okay, not too bad. Sergachev, Sider. And then, Samuel Girard as well as an 86. Shishirkin's another starting goal, 87. So this Tampa Bay team is pretty good, honestly. Definitely not going to be a walk in the park. I think our team is better, but they have the better goaltending. So this is like the first time in a while we actually haven't had the edge in every single category. So we'll see what happens. We do have the home ice advantage here. We will until we play Nashville, which would only happen, of course, in the Stanley Cup final. Win the first 2 games. Good to see. Going to Tampa now. 3-2 loss. Hopefully we can at least win one of the games in Tampa. 4-3 OT win. Okay, it's a close one. We do pull out ahead. Game number 5. And it's a 4-2 win. Wow. So we beat Tampa in 5. Honestly, I thought I was probably going to go 6 or 7, but boys proved me wrong. Hopefully the goaltending has improved a little bit. Montreal Canadiens. We matched up with them a lot as well. A team we really haven't played much, be a team like Ottawa. Patrick there, 8 points, 5 games. Even Detroit, I think we've only matched up with once. So I guess, yeah, the teams that aren't too good right now really didn't turn around much. So Montreal Canadiens here. Let's see what their team is looking like, if much different than the last time we played them. I feel like this Clarkson guy might be new. First overall pick in 2026, or sorry, 2nd overall first round. 89 overall, he's pretty nasty. Playing with Savoy and Sillinger, so sort of like a Young Guns line. Definitely a good forward group defensively. Romanov, Wallander, Verdino, Valimaki, they've kind of gotten a little bit better. Goaltending, Merz Lincoln, though, the started in 82. So we actually have better goaltending than them, which is kind of tough to do with our goaltending. So I like our team again. Patrick there's got 8 points, so we'll see if he can kind of keep it up. I'd love to have him be a hero. Classic Original 6. First 2 games are at home. Win and a 5-4 loss. Both decided by 1 goal. Game 3, 6-3 loss, 6-4 win. So we're 2-2 in this series. Game 5 headed home. 5-2 win. Just have to win one of the next 2. We're back in the Eastern Conference Final. Let's go. Are you kidding me? Dallas, Nashville are going to a best of 7. I think the Ducks swept. And the Devils swept the Sabres, I believe. The New Jersey Devils. This is going to be tough because we saw Jack Hughes was 3rd in scoring. Amirov going off, 16 points, 11 games. Alexander Holtz was top 10 in scoring. I'm trying to think if there's anyone else crazy they have. I don't remember if Hischer's still on the team or not. If he is, he won a Selke recently. He's not on the team. Okay, so that's good. This Lindgren guy, though, it's pretty nasty. Oh my god, look at his shot. It's ridiculous. Playing with Holtz and Hughes. Then he's got Fabry in the middle, Bratt, Forsberg. Okay. Defensively, they have Sandin, one of our former guys. They have Travis Dermott, a couple of our former players. Jeez. But our defense is our defense is insane. We have Luke Hughes, we have Heiskanen, we have McAvoy, we have Riley. Our second pair is much better than our top pair. Corby Salo, 82 starter. Wow. So this team is basically carried by the looks of it by that first line, and we also have a few 90 forwards. So we have just as much firepower, more depth, better defense, better goaltending. I like our team. I mean, there's a reason we won 5 Stanley Cups. We'll see whether or not we can keep it up here. Devils have only dropped 1 game so far in the playoffs. All right, let's see if we can increase that number. 3-0 after the first. Jones, Miller, and Hughes. 4-1. Patrick gets 1 Lindgren for them. We hold on there. 4-1 win. Love to see that. Okay, so the Devils, already we matched their loss total of the last 2 series. And the Vancouver Canucks Dallas Stars are the Western Conference Final. So Nashville, the President's Trophy winner, got eliminated. Game number 2, 1-1, Holtz for them, Marner for us. 3-3, Matthews and Jones, Barlage and Forsberg, and 6-4. Wow, Madsen gets a power play goal, and then we actually had the lead there, 4-3, but then they fired off 3 straight goals. That one kind of hurts. So that's all right. We did win the first game, tied up 1-1. As long as we can take 1 game here in New Jersey, keep this series tied. Do not want to go down 3-1. Vancouver's currently up on Dallas 2-0. Game 3, we're up 1. Max Jones. Max Jones has actually been pretty good. Big second period. Madsen, Heiskanen, and McAvoy, Pionk, Bratt, and Holtz for them. Hold on there. Hughes and then Dermott for them. It is the Battle of the Brothers. I forgot to mention that. Luke Hughes versus Jack Hughes. Very cool. So game number 4, up 2-1. If we can get the 3-1 series lead, that would be awesome. And you know what? If somehow we get through them, we play Vancouver, we then having another matchup of the Hughes brothers against Quinn Hughes. It would be pretty cool. 4-1 lead. Nylander, Hughes, Patrick, Madsen, Lindgren for them. 5-2, Hughes and Blyce. And Madsen gets a couple. Is that a hattie for Madsen? I know Hughes got 2, and Madsen does get the hat trick. Wow. So, what a game for those 2 guys. Luke Hughes heard me saying, he gets through the middle brother. He gets to play the oldest brother in the Stanley Cup Finals. So, how cool would that be? Game number 5 now. We're up 3-1. Come on. Just got to win 1 of the next 3. 1-0. Max Jones again. He's played well. Not a good second. We can bounce back here. And we do. Goddard and Madsen, let's go. OT, we need a hero. And unfortunately, New Jersey's the one with the hero. All the momentum was on our side there. We tied it up in the 3rd. They're the ones with the answer. Okay, Vancouver's now up 3-2 on Dallas. We got to win 1 of the next 2 games. Game 6 here is in New Jersey. Come on. 2-1, Patrick Matthews. 3-2, Jones and Lindgren. I think Lindgren has both their goals. We just got to stop this guy. Sammy Blyce going to OT. Let's be the ones that win this OT. Let's go. Eric Goddard, the guy we got at the deadline, bottom pairing D-man, gets the series winner, bringing us back to the Stanley Cup Final. It's honestly, and we are playing the Vancouver Canucks. That is awesome. It's like clockwork. This team is just ridiculous. I think I can say this is the best team I've ever built in franchise. I've never had a team make this many Stanley Cup Finals. This is our 6th or 7th Stanley Cup Final in 9 years. It's insane. So look at the Vancouver Canucks now. It could be our 6th Stanley Cup in 9 years, which, yeah, I've never had a team this successful. So Matthew Tkachuk's on the Canucks. It's very weird to see. Along with Johnny Gaudreau. Arguably the Flames' 2 best forwards. I mean, it's kind of true in real life. It seems like Calgary and Vancouver always swapping players. Peterson put Coles on that first line as well. Besser, Horvats. They got 4 90-plus forwards. It drops off quite a bit, though. In the bottom 6, they have no depth. Dylan Guenther, what a trade for us. I don't want to see a guy be a bust, but 26 years old, he's still only an 80. We traded him when he still had almost max value. So that's a great trade for us. Quinn Hughes is still a Canuck. I was 99% sure he was. 93 overall. Trade up Ulevi. Behind him, though, because he's making, $14.5 million. They don't have a lot of depth. They have 370s. Goaltending, Hellebuck, former goalie of ours, 81 overall, though. He's 35 years old. So we actually beat them in goaltending. We beat them in forward depth. They might have, honestly, better firepower, though. And then defensively, we beat them for sure. They have Quinn Hughes, but we have Luke Hughes, who's basically the same. Then we have 3 other D-men who could all be number 1s on any other team. So feeling pretty good about this. Like I said, I think it's so cool. We got Hughes versus Hughes in the conference final. Now we have Hughes versus Hughes in the cup final. Game 1 here at home. We do have the home ice advantage, which is nice. Here we go. 2-2. Patrick put Coles in, Gusev, Amirov. And we have a 3-2 lead now. Matthews a power play goal. Are you kidding me? Lavoie and Gaudreau. We blew the 1-goal lead in the third period, but that's alright. We kept it close at least. 1-goal loss, we'll take that. Not a blowout or anything. Game number 2, we have to take at least one of these first 2 games. We cannot go down 2-0, especially playing both at home. Amirov and Matthews for us, put Coles in for them. 6-3 now. Luke Hughes gets a couple. Hurdle, Heiskanen, Peterson, Horvat. Does Hughes want the Hattie? Doesn't get the Hattie, but Matthews gets a couple. Did Matthews get a Hattie? He did get a hat trick. There we go. So, big game for Austin Matthews there. Luke Hughes as well. I mean, 2 goals there in that second period. I think sparked the boys for sure. So, 1-1 now. Head to Vancouver. Let's see if we can get this done here. Game number 3. Nothing in the first. 2-0 lead after the second. Nolan Patrick with both. It seems like just certain periods guys go off. And we hold on. Lysell adds just kind of an insurance goal. 3-0 lead. So our starter actually gets a shutout. I was a little bit worried looking at the goalies we had regular season stats. But, knock on wood. They're playing good enough, I'd say, in the playoffs. Not sure they're, carrying the team, but they're playing good enough. Game 4. Down 2. Gusev, Kachuk. Let's go. Matthews and Lysell answer back. And there we go, game winner from Lysell. He just kept that momentum going. He added the insurance goal in game number 3. Adds 2 more there, game 4. We now have a 3-1 series lead on the Vancouver Canucks. We are 1 game away from our 6th Stanley Cup in 9 years. 6-9. Nice. So we have to win 1 of these next 3. We have home ice advantage in 2 of the 3. Honestly, guys, I'm in disbelief. I didn't think. This team's just ridiculous. 1-1. Peterson, Marner. 4-2. Matthews with the natural Hattie. All in the second period. All even strength goals. Are you kidding me? Austin Matthews. Take a bow. Third period. We're up by 2. Can we hold on? About halfway through now. Power play. Both power plays are +3. Our power plays are pretty deadly. I think it's a big reason why this team's so good. Kill off theirs. Solid PK. 5 minutes to go. Come on. Hold on. Less than a minute here. 2-goal lead. We're about to win our 6th Stanley Cup. There's 30 seconds left, guys, in the Stanley Cup game. 2-goal lead. Nolan Patrick buries the empty netter. That's going to be all she wrote. I can't believe this. Like I was saying, about to win our 6th Stanley Cup in 9 years. Amazing. Here we go, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stanley Cup champions again. This time we actually won at home, so that's pretty cool. I think we've won 4 away and 2 at home. We did it without an elite goalie for the first time ever. Our Bonnet there was only an 84 overall. It was actually homegrown talent, though. We drafted him in, the 4th round or something. Usually, I don't think those guys develop that well, and he developed into a starting goaltender and Stanley Cup champion for us. I mean, what a team. I feel like the Heiskanen trade was huge. Him and Hughes in that top pair. Matthews, I feel like, has to win the Conn Smythe. He had at least 2 hat tricks in this. He might have had more because obviously we're simming game by game the first 2 rounds. And I remember last episode I mentioned he hadn't won a Conn Smythe yet in the 5 previous Stanley Cups. So I'm hoping he wins this one. Next year we got the handshake line. It would be really cool if we saw Hughes and Hughes shaking hands. I see, Quinn there just showed number 43. Real life, they would be focusing on that camera on the 2 brothers and nobody else. But the fact that, Luke Hughes is also a creative player is probably going to make it a bit tougher. It's actually Nolan Patrick winning the Conn Smythe. 10 goals and 19 assists for 29 points there in the playoffs. Very solid, obviously. First line center. That was a big trade for us as well, bringing him in. Originally, it was just supposed to be a bit of a rental. Helped give us a boost as power forward, but he turned into a big part of this team. I got to see how he compares to Matthews, though. Matthews had 2 Hatties. One was just in a period to win us the game, but that's fine. I'm sure he's... Oh, wow, their backup goalie's got some long gray hair. He kind of looks like... what is that guy's name? Like the evil guy in James Bond. And Matthews is the C, though. So, first time, it's not Tavares going out to get Stanley Cup. It's Austin Matthews. Like I said, I think he'd much rather have this trophy any day than that Conn Smythe. There we go. Captain Austin Matthews lifting the Stanley Cup for the first time. Don't mind seeing that. Who's he going to give this cup to? Morgan Riley. He's got 1 year left on his deal. Could this signify Riley might be retiring? He saw, Tavares walk out into the sunset along with Mark Stone, honestly. And he gives it to Mitch Marner. So they're just giving it to all the best players, the core guys. Usually it's like some of the lower rated players, but Matthews is like, nah, screw it, we're going to the best guys. And here we go, Marner giving the cup to our goalie, Bonnet. Okay, I thought that was actually the backup, but no, Bonnet's the one with the James Bond villain hairstyle, my bad. Either our starting goalie, so can't, make fun of him too much. Matthews with the C, McAvoy on the left side there. Heiskin and I see as well. Hurdle, that was a big signing too. Hurdle's like 85, making $2.5 mil. This team just keeps getting it done. It's ridiculous. Marner, third star there, goal and assist. Patrick, second star in that game, also goal and assist. And Matthews was the first star of that game with a hat trick. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Matthews might have been robbed of the Conn Smythe, but whatever. And draft results are in, guys. Columbus picking first overall, jumping up from 13 to number 1. Detroit there finished last, drops to 4. I feel like we've gotten used to that one. I actually saw recently a tweet about how they want to change the draft lottery where you can only move up 10 spots. So, like, if you're 15th, you can't jump up to 1, only 5. You also can't win top pick more than back-to-back years or more than 2 times in 4 years. I don't know. I feel like it was getting a little confusing. I feel like they could make it just simpler and also just better at the same time. So Nolan Patrick there, 29 points in 22 playoff games. Not too bad at all for the Conn Smythe winner. Take a look at the rest of the team and see how they did in these playoffs. Matthews, 1 less point, but 7 more goals. Same with the game winners. Yeah, I don't know. I think I give it to Matthews because goals are worth a bit more than assists. 1 less point. Didn't take a single penalty in the playoffs either. 2 hat tricks at least. Those 2 hat tricks that we saw. Yeah, on my mind, Austin Matthews is the Conn Smythe winner. I don't want to take away anything from Patrick, but it's Austin Matthews. Let's see how Bonnet did in these playoffs. .887 to 3.19. That's the kind of goaltending we got, and we still won the cup. Wow, he dropped in rating. I don't even know if I can argue that one. So, imagine if we actually had an elite goalie in net. It already wasn't that close. Like, I don't think we went to a single game 7. I gotta double check here. 5, 6, 6, 5. Yeah, didn't go to a single game 7 with an elite goalie. We probably didn't even go to a single game 6. Canucks went through the Sharks in 6, swept the Ducks. Stars in 6, of course. Lost to us in 5. Looking at the awards now. Yeah, just a dynasty. No one would ever argue we're not a dynasty. I mean, just ridiculous. Individual awards, like we said, Danks there at Ross. He also gets the Hart. Quinn Hughes gets the James Norris, 3rd straight year. Like I said, it was all McCarr. Now it's all Quinn Hughes. Peterson, Lady Bing. Clarkson there got the Calder. Patrick Conn Smythe. Vasilevsky, Vezina Trophy on the Predators. He also got the William Jennings. Andreoff on Philadelphia, the Masterton. He was actually a defenseman I was looking at trading for. Pittsburgh coach got the Jack Adams. He won it 2 years ago. The Penguins coach got the Jack Adams like all the time. Jack Hughes with the Selke. So Jack Hughes got the Selke. Quinn Hughes got the James Norris. But Luke Hughes got the trophy that mattered, the Stanley Cup. So we get to the draft now, guys. Of course, this is our last draft. It's a 10-season franchise mode. There's not going to be a draft at the end of the 10th season. It's obviously be over at that point. Look at retired players here. Steven Stamkos calls it quits. Tyler Seguin, Jamie Benn, Taylor Hall, Jeff Skinner, both on Ottawa. From Buffalo to Ottawa, that's rough. Matt Duchene, Eric Carlson, Max Pacioretty, Jordan Eberle. I was wondering about Morgan Riley, but I feel like I would have seen him already. So Morgan Riley's going to come back, or at least as long as he doesn't ask for too much money, he'll come back. Robin Leonard, Peter Mrazek, Markstrom, David Riddick. Okay, so some pretty big goalies there. So at the draft now, guys, just going to sim to our pick, the last pick in the first round. Before I make it, though, I want to see kind of what happened with the top 5. Wow! Finally a franchise player. Ben, 83 overall, medium franchise, first overall. Even this guy, 3rd overall, 83 medium lead. That's actually one of the better players in the top 5. 78 medium lead. Yeah, Detroit gets screwed. Instead of getting an 83 medium franchise, they get a 65 high top 6. Although they screwed themselves because the next 2 guys are both 79 medium lead. Wow, I feel bad for my favorite team. But we'll see what kind of pick we can make here. Medium top 6 guaranteed. I don't think we should overthink it. I guess I should double check potential really quick. There's a good chance this guy's a medium lead, but he's a goalie. We've gotten screwed on that before. This guy, 95, low top 6. So, yeah, I think I'll just take the medium top 6 forward. Hopefully he's decent rating as well on the draft. Wow, that's insane. Viveros, 78 overall, medium top 6. Last pick in the first round. That's one of the highest rated players I've ever seen go with the last pick in the first. Like, this Edmonton guy is pretty solid, but that's 16 and that's pretty high as well. That guy we just drafted, I think, could honestly make our team out of the draft. Our next pick's number 90, so that's actually perfect. We can take that gem. He was a 95. We are not going to be trading this pick because, like I said, I'll be taking that gem. Curious what his rating is. Stolar's here, center. He's low top 6, but hopefully he's a high rating as well. 63, so that's not too bad. For the 3rd round, could get better, could get worse. The next pick's down the 4th round. This Bolton guy here might be a low elite, so I guess we'll take a chance on him. And low top 9, 61. Not terrible. We actually have a pick, 2 picks later. I could go with the other guy who might be a low elite. I feel like the one there on the medium elite's pretty much a waste. Although, Lack, medium top 6. Let's go with Lack here. Medium bottom 6, okay. What are you going to do? I think the other low elite last pick here in the 6th round should still be available. And he is Cade Sutton, Polish center. Come on. Let's see, potential. Low top 9. Alright, so not the greatest. And look at this, guys. We actually had the last 2 picks in the draft. I guess we had Vancouver's 7th round pick. Didn't even realize. If there was like 2 brothers or something still available, would definitely go for them. I guess last 2 picks, why not take these 2 guys who might be medium elite, medium backup, whatever. It's the last draft. Swing for the fences. No reason to like play it safe and get a guy who's probably a low bomb 6. I'd rather take a slim chance at a medium elite. Domi, low 7th. So yeah, not a terrible draft, but definitely nowhere near our best. All right, guys, we're at the resign phase here with 23.7 million in cap space. Top 7 guys all locked up, so don't have to worry about that. I'm looking at them. I think Heiskanen dropped in rating. I want to say it was 88 or 89 before. Murov, I want to say was 88, so he's up by 1. Same with Nylander and Matthews. I want to say he was a 92. Luke Hughes as well, I think was a 91. McAvoy and Riley, though, both dropped. Madsen, guys, somehow still an 84. Want 6.7 for 3 years. Definitely qualify him. I could sign him to 5, that'd be fine. Hopefully McAvoy and Riley give us a bit of a bargain deal. McAvoy, not really. Riley, also not really. Let's see what Lysell wants here. 2.7. I mean, we tried him out. He's on the 4th line. I think we can have someone else on the 4th line. It doesn't cost as much money. Max Jones actually dropped in rating. Now, he does give us a nice chemistry boost. I mean, if we could probably find another power forward a bit cheaper who does the same thing, I'm fine letting him go. Rosa, definitely going to qualify. 82 overall. He'll be a bottom 6 guy for us. 1.5 million even. Probably says yes to that. Hall here as well. Solid player in the bottom 6. 2.6 is a bit rich though for 82. Dawson Mercer here, 800k for 2 years and 80. We'll do that because again, AHL helper, NHL bottom 6. Borgo wants 1.3. I'd rather him take 800k like Mercer, so just gonna let him go. Now obviously we only have 1 year left, so let's try and get McAvoy and Riley signed. We'll do 1 year, 7 million for McAvoy. We'll say the dynasty ends at this 10th year. We let a bunch of guys go if it doesn't happen. Riley, I mean, he usually plays hardball. We'll try 1 year, 6. Still gives us 10 million. It's quite a bit of money. All the main guys are already locked up. We have to check goalies. Wow, so we have 283s and 82. None of them really showed any signs of being that great. The one guy who was elite in Nichushkin is now a starter. Let's see the money. 3.8 million. You got less than a 900 save percentage. Are you kidding me? 2.9 and 1.2. Okay, so I'm gonna keep Pittis as the backup. And honestly, I mean, Bonnet was making like 1 something, so I guess we'll qualify, use him in a trade or something. Nichushkin, though, I'm just going to let go. We signed him for free anyways. I'd like to sign an actually legit, elite goalie to be our starter. McAvoy rejects, not enough money. Riley, though, accepts, coming back to the team. Good to see him. Rosa rejects. I'm surprised. Pittis also rejects. Mercer, though, comes back. Also, guys, looking at defense here, I see Colin Miller drop to a 79, which is why I did not sign him to 2 years. Montgomery, 2678. I mean, he's a good AHL D-man, but not much more than that. Here, guys, is that Barry Vibros guy we drafted 1st round. Looking at his stats, pretty solid. Shot could be like a bit better. Same with physical, but I think he has a chance to be a 4th liner for us. And there you go, guys. McAvoy accepted his offer. An extra 100k was all it took. Also, our 1st round picks joining the team. Pittis is joining the team, so we have an 82 overall goalie under contract. Plan is for him to be the backup, but obviously, worst case scenario, absolute worst case, could be our starter. Bonnet, I'm probably going to try and use in a trade for something. We have $12 million in cap space. We have our top 4 defensemen. We could use an upgrade on the bottom pair, but if not, 80 and a 79 really isn't that bad. I just noticed Lapierre grew to an 83 and he's only making 800k, so that's awesome. These three guys we all get under contract. We're currently RFAs. Gocher there is our 12th best forward, so we're in a pretty good spot, especially since, like I said, Viros I'd like to get, on that fourth line. Really, we're going to have pretty much everyone 80 plus except for the first round pick. I'm now at the free agency period here, guys, so we'll see who's available. For the first time in a few seasons, we actually have some money to spend. Michkov, 92 overall. He's got franchise potential now, up from high elite. RFA, though. Kent Johnson there, but 14 million. It's a little bit under our max price of 12. Lucas Raymond, Mysik there is up to an 87. Langkow. Dougie Hamilton still an 88 overall at 36 years old. Matthew Beniers, 87, wants 10.5. Tarasenko here wants 10 million. Gotta be smart here about how we spend this money. Like I mentioned, we need elite goalie, and it doesn't look like there's any available. Dubois, 2386 is the best one. But below him, 2685. Rolls elite, medium starter, wants 8 million. Do we have the picks to steal this goalie? Mark Dubois, .885 save percentage, 3.45 goals against, 94 angles. Could bring Connor Hellebuyck back. He had a .897 last year and a 3.18 goals against, playing for the Canucks, who of course we faced in the Stanley Cup final, so he was good enough to get them there. Stats are still pretty good. We won a couple of cups with him. I wouldn't mind bringing Hellebuyck back here, kind of for old time's sake. Not too expensive either. Let's try 4.2 million. 1 year, one way. That's like us $8 million to spend. And this same amount of goalies available in a two-way contract. Medium elite potential, obviously. Really good for trades. Check some other two-way players here. Sign both these little elite guys. Emlyn guy here as well. 25.76, medium top 6. Isn't too bad. Honestly, I'll probably slide in all of these medium top 6. Also, guys, this Fragapane defenseman, 21 years old, 65 overall, medium top 4 potential is actually really good. He'll have a decent amount of value. So we have $8 million. Like I was mentioning, our bottom pair D could use upgraded. And we could maybe use a forward, but honestly, the forward group's pretty solid as is. This is kind of nuts. This Kolsov defenseman, 83 overall, medium elite potential, only wants 1.6 million. Fourth round pick by the Senators. I think I actually saw him when I was looking for a defenseman to trade for. I don't know if we have the picks to trade to do this, but we'll try. Alright guys, so for 1 year, this guy only wants $1 million. Gonna offer him 1.775. I assume Ottawa matches, but if not, we just stole a medium elite defenseman. And next year, guys, I'm gonna see if I can sign Bowen Byram. As like I said, our offense is pretty good, I think. So you really can't ever have, too many good defensemen. And usually there's a bit more forwards available later on. You can get cheap, like, $1 million, $2 million, as we saw. So we'll sim forward now. If we can get some of these guys, it'd be pretty awesome. Wow. Florida just offered us Mark Scheifele, a 4th and a 7th, for 2 medium top 6 players. One of them is the guy we just drafted first round. And then Brust here, 22.72. How good is Scheifele still? 89 overall. He's 36 years old. Still 89 overall. The issue with this is, if we take this, we don't get Bowen Byram. But if we got Bowen Byram, either him or Morgan Riley would be playing bottom pair D. Viveros, like I said, first round pick, 78 overall. Would have just been a 4th liner for us anyways. Jeffrey Brust, nothing special. Mark Scheifele, it's 89 overall player. The dude is insane. I think I have to say yes to this. I think we have to take on Mark Scheifele. He's too good of a player not to take. We're getting him for like $1 million cheaper than we would have gotten Bowen Byram for. Right here, you guys can see I actually signed a new NHL goalie coach. I believe I also got an entire new AHL coaching staff, or at least tried to. I don't really like the size of your market. We have the biggest market. We got the AHL goalie coach, and that's it. So I have to probably offer them a bit more money. Terrell Wang accepts, an AHL guy. Sanchez, Semyonov, that's the medium elite goalie. Fragapane, medium top 4 defenseman. Okay, so Connor Hellebuyck just said, I decided to sign with your team, but you no longer have cap space to afford my services. Which means I think we probably signed Bowen Byram, but I didn't think we could afford him. Carson there, AHL guy, accepts your offer. Tarnstrom, same thing. Emlyn. Koltsov, as of now, that's the guy who's on Ottawa, medium elite defenseman. We didn't get Byram. How could we not afford Hellebuyck? And Ottawa Senators chose to match. I figured that. The AHL head coach originally declined. And this guy still says, I don't like the size of your market. Bowen Byram, we didn't offer enough money. Okay, let's go see if we can get Connor Hellebuyck. I swear we should have the cap space. Yeah, we have 5.3 million. Okay, hopefully he's still available. He is not, but Andrei Vasilevsky is. And Andrei Vasilevsky, or no, sorry, Hellebuyck is still there, along with Vasilevsky, who just won the Vezina. Want 700k more, 0.906 and a 2.81. But honestly, guys, I'm looking at their actual stats, pretty much identical, and Hellebuyck 700k cheaper. And like I said, we did win back-to-back Stanley Cups with them, so let's see if he comes back to the team. That'd be kind of pretty cool, you know, Twilight career. Maybe if we can win one more, 7th Stanley Cup. How ridiculous would that be? And there we go, Connor Hellebuyck does accept his offer. So I feel like at that point, you know, we have our starting goalie, we have our backup, we have Scheifele, we do have some RFAs we need signed, so basically we have to hope they don't get offer sheeted and we can move some contracts around the summer, or I should say the fall, and then get them locked up. Here we go, Moroz actually accepted his qualifying offer, so I think he's only making like 1, maybe 1, 2. And here we go, guys, Hull also just accepted his qualifying offer. I think that'd be about 1.5, so a lot of, you know, depth guys coming back. It's now the end of July, guys, and I'm looking at free agents here, and there's some pretty good deals, like Fabian Lysell, still a free agent, only wants 1.6. He would make our bottom 6, but we don't have the money really for him. William Eklund there, wants 1.5. Bjorkstrand, 1.4. Now, Pierre-Olivier Joseph here, 30 years old, 81 overall, 825k for 1 year. I'm going to give him 875. It's like the max we can. Frederick, honestly, he's 81. I feel like I should try and sign Frederick here. He'd be a pretty good 4th line center. And next year, guys, trying to trade a few extra players to the Ducks for a 3rd rounder. Trades rejected. Chloe, their low elite's not terrible, but I think he's like 24.72, so probably going to be a bust. See if we can get a 6th round pick from the Ducks for these guys. And there we go. Okay, so they really weren't going to do much other than just playing the AHL. Let's just make sure we have the contract spots open. Try and sign Frederick, who, like I said, I think is going to be a very good addition to the bottom 6. And cheap. And Joseph accepted our offer literally a day later. He was already asking for a cheap. I don't know. I guess he's just looking for like the first team to want him, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Frederick also accepts. Wow. So 281s for 800k. The league minimum is like 700, I think. So great, great contracts. And we should get off here, guys, for Buffalo Sabres. Charlie Coyle for McKenzie, who's a low top 6, a 4th and a 6th. I feel like our bottom 6 is pretty good now with Frederick. Oh my gosh. Coyle, though, is an 84. 37 years old, but 84 overall for a low top 6, a 4th and a 7th, or a 4th and a 6th, whatever. Thank you very much. And just got another offer here, guys, from the Blackhawks. Matthew Robertson for Rachunik. Let's see, Rachunik here. 23 years old, 86 overall, medium top 6, not bad. Robertson, I was actually looking at 81 overall D-man. Get him, we could actually have him and Joseph both on bottom pair. They're 81. 2 guys we had before who were 80 and 79. We just put in the AHL. Trying to win our 7th Stanley Cup in the 10th year. Might as well say yes to that too. And now that we're in September, guys, I was able to free up 2.2 million in cap space. Madsen wants 2.4. I think he says yes to that. It's only 200k shy. And there we go. Madsen accepted the offer, so now we just have to work with the lines. And before I show you guys the lines heading into next season, I want to show you that Morgan Riley just broke the games played record for the Toronto Maple Leafs with 1,255. He probably broke that, honestly, early on in the season. I think he was only, like, what, 13 behind last time we checked. So, honestly, guys, our team is stacked again. I don't know, like, we just get really lucky in free agency, I think. So, first line right now I have is Nolan Patrick playing with Matthews and Marner getting a +3. Nylander, Scheifele, and Madsen getting a +3 as well. So, apparently there's no glitch. Obviously loaded in, looks good. Mirov, Lapierre, and Hurdle on the 3rd line getting a +1. Hall, Coyle, and Moroz on the 4th line getting a +1. Lowest rated forwards in 82, which is pretty ridiculous. One thing we could do is put Patrick and Matthews on the 2nd line. We'll get a +5. But I feel like, obviously, first line plays more, so first line getting a +3. Matthews is still like a 96. I think they'll go off. Defensively, Hughes, McAvoy, top pair. Actually, that's wrong. It's supposed to be Heiskanen and Hughes, top pair. Riley, McAvoy, 2nd pair, +3. You can see Joseph and Robertson actually get a +1, which is really nice. Goaltending-wise, I have Hellebuyck as a starter. He's actually 1 overall below Bonnet. He was the NHL starter. The 2 guys are very similar, though. So hopefully I can get Hellebuyck to play more because Bonnet didn't really do that great. In regards to the AHL, we got Fredericks in 81. Didn't quite make the NHL team, but he was a good like insurance option. Mercer as well. Defensively, we have 2 80s, but of course we upgraded 2 81s. Plus, these guys got a 0, I think, in the NHL. This Sophilus guy, 64, has medium elite, so could definitely use him in a trade. Goalies, Pittis at the start of there, 82. Walter, 76, backing him up. So, again, I think the NHL team is stacked. AHL team doesn't look too bad. Really, the NHL team, the only hole would be a goalie, but it's going to be hard to find like an 85-plus goalie who's making almost no money. Like, I don't even know if that's going to exist, so we'll have to be pretty creative. Definitely not trading a guy with a perfect wrist shot, 99.99. I got so many trade offers for him, and they were absolutely terrible. Like, teams want him for like a 3rd round pick. His value is way lower than it should be. So let's see. Matthews, best player on the team. 100 offense, 94 defense, 82 goaltending. I forgot to mention too, but Luke Hughes, you might have noticed, is actually up to a 93 now as well. So him and Matthews actually are tied for the best player on this team. Hopefully, you know, those two can kind of lead us to another Stanley Cup. But honestly, at this point, we could get last place in the NHL, and I'm really, I can't be upset. 6 Stanley Cups already. This team did better than I ever could have expected. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. The next one will be the last one. If you did, leave that thumbs up. And if you guys have not subscribed yet, make sure you hit that sub button. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.